And welcome to the retirement results bonus segment for all of our listeners on WDUN and on our podcast feed, and also watching on YouTube as well. It's good to see you. And today we're talking about, is your retirement strategy age appropriate? Because depending on where you're at in your life, I mean, I think about the rule of 100 that we talk about here on the show all the time. For you should have a different level of risk and a different approach. And so we're going to talk about how investing in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, some of the differences and maybe some of the similarities as well. So starting with your 40s, a critical period for building up that retirement portfolio. You're likely at a good point in your career when you're at your 40s, earning more than you did in your 20s and 30s. So that increased income gives you a good opportunity to boost your contributions. So make sure you're taking advantage of your workplace retirement plan, whether that be a 401k, 403b, maybe a 457. If your employer offers that match, take advantage of it. Make sure you're taking full advantage of the match, because that free money can significantly enhance your retirement savings. So, Ford, how would investing in your 50s start to change a little bit from your 40s?
Well, I mean, entering your 50s, your risk tolerance kind of begins to decrease as retirement nears. This is the time to start shifting your investments really towards balanced options, if you will. While you still have a significant decade or more to grow your savings, don't lose sight of preserving what you've really accumulated. And then also, one key advantage you want to think about here is during your 50s, the ability to make increased catch-up contributions to your IRA, Roth IRA, or other retirement accounts is really big. You get an extra $1,000 you can put in there in IRAs and Roth IRAs. What I really would strongly urge a lot of our listeners and viewers to do is invest in your 401k, try to get up to that 10, 15%. But many of you might be able to also invest in either a Roth or an IRA, one or the other, and in addition to your 401k. So try to do that, and especially for your spouse as well. If you have ordinary income and they don't, if they're staying at home and raising the kids or whatever they're doing. Also, I'd encourage you to consult with a financial professional. Specifically, I'd encourage you to consult with us, the financial professionals and fiduciaries at Active Wealth Management. We're here to help you better protect and grow your hard-earned and hard-saved wealth. We're also going to help you build that tax-efficient, fee-efficient, and market-efficient portfolio. But lastly, we're also going to really start honing in your 50s, trying to figure out what kind of income do you want to retire at. And a lot of strategies go into that, like bond replacement and other things you can do, including Roth ladder conversion if you want to get more tax efficient with that retirement income as well. And also try to hone in on what your expenses are really going to be running during your retirement years. Have you paid the house off or not? There's a lot of factors here. And that's also why you really need to reach out to us at retirementresults.com, and we'll get started right away.
Yeah. And for investing in your 60s, this is really the fine tuning phase of your plan. It's that final stretch before retirement. And we think your investment strategy should reflect this. The primary goal should be to protect your investment and then grow. That's why here at Retirement Results and Active Wealth Management, our saying is just that: protect and grow. You want to make sure you have that steady income stream during your retirement years, not just Social Security, but really diversifying your income streams through things like pensions, through your work, maybe even a personal pension that you set up through something like a fixed indexed annuity. And if you're in your 60s and you haven't already started working with a fiduciary or a licensed advisor, now is a great time to do so. Take advantage of our offer of a complimentary portfolio analysis and our free plans for your future in retirement. That's not just for you, that's for your entire household and anybody else who you really feel like we could help. We try to give people as much information on the front end forward to help them make the best decisions about their future.
Yeah, in your 50s specifically, I want to see you trying to save at least 15 to 20% and invest that in your 401k and IRAs or Roth IRAs, and or even maybe setting some money or even, even setting some money aside into a fixed index annuity in your 50s, and let that just sit there and grow. Especially you can try to collect $100,000 at some point in your 50s and put that into a fixed index annuity. That's a good idea. And then in your 60s, what we really like to see is we like to see you saving at least 20+% and getting started and ready for that retirement income planning and that expense planning too. Listen, we're going to do all this for you. We're going to do the portfolio analysis for you at no cost. You can understand the risk you're taking, the fees you're paying with your current plan, and also talk about how you get to a more tax efficient, more fee efficient, and more market efficient plan, as we talked about earlier in that 50s part of this segment. Go ahead and reach out to us at retirementresults.com. You'll be glad you did. We're going to do everything we can to get you on the right path for that successful retirement.